Hello everyone, QC Runner for QC Runner Games, and I am back today with another episode of Hustle Castle. It hasn't been that long. I just uploaded a video this morning. It was supposed to go out last night, but I had some performance uploading problems, so it took me a little while to get up there, but I had to jump in and record another video because there is news. As you recall, in my last video, if you guys watched it, I basically called the little leak that came out. In my mind, it was probably not going to be true. It said something about a path of a tortoise. And we just finished an event, so I didn't think it was going to happen. And by the time I finished recording the video and got it uploaded, or it was uploading, I was able to start editing the details on the video. I started seeing more information, more leaks about the event coming up. And by the time I woke up in the morning, there was an Android update that came out. The APK was broken down, so we were able to find out information about that. That information started coming out, and shortly after that, the iOS update came out. So things are moving quick. So it seems like there is an event coming. It is coming very quickly, and let's go ahead and jump in. I'll say right now, as I do before all of these, a bit of a spoiler alert here. So if you don't want to know anything about the event coming up or any of the details of the update that's coming up, you might not want to tune into this video, because that's all we're going to be covering. We're going to cover the information I found out, and then probably look around to see some of the updates that are already live in the game as of now. So for the most part, I usually review some of the information beforehand, but I didn't really have a lot of time for that today. Had a couple different people send me information on the QC Runner Discord server, and send me private DMs on Discord. So I saw the same information in a variety of places. So again, it doesn't necessarily have to be true, but it looks like it more than likely is going to be true, since I received it from so many different sources and it's the same stuff. And it is going to be a path of the tortoise, and I don't know what the information is. I have 4 pages and I got it all prepared, but I didn't really read it, so I'm going to be uncovering and figuring this stuff out at the same time you guys are here, at least in the video. I'm sure a lot of you have heard a bunch already today, but for me it's going to be new, since I haven't heard much, other than it's another one of the way of or path of events, which I will discuss my feelings on those at the end of this. So let's go ahead and jump in. I won't spend too much time beating around the bush like I usually do. The screenshots I'm going to be showing here are kind of big, so I'm going to be scrolling around a little bit. Hopefully it's not too clunky, but it allows the text to be bigger so you guys can actually read it, and I can read it as well. So, and I'm going to do my best not to go in and click on all of those bubbles. I'll get this last one here, but I will not do that. Do my best not to do that anyway. It's kind of hard not to do that. So all right, here we go. Let's dive in and take a look. Very soon, Grave. They called him Grave again. I thought it was Grav. Very soon, Grav will fly to the gates of your castle on an inflatable turtle, marking the beginning of a new gaming event. Turtle's Path will open access to unique combat items, new artifacts, and other useful rewards. The final stage of development. Okay, so that's the event. I have another page here where we're going to start talking about the specific awards that you can get from the event. Right here, the final stage in development of the hero. Nothing I need to worry about because I'm not even remotely close, but there are people on my server who basically have their hero maxed out and they're just building up ether. So this is going to allow them to immediately use it and immediately top off their hero. So congrats to them, and congrats to you if you're one of those people. I will probably never be there because I don't dungeon very often, even though I did it last night. All right, mages and archers are available. The final stage for mages, warriors, and archers are available for study. Strengthen the fighter and create a squad of indestructible winners. Okay. Stop throwing words in the wind. Now you can challenge your friends to a duel. This one is live. I did see this one. We'll take a look at that. In order to decide who is stronger once and for all in a fair fight, search for clans. That means you're not going to be fighting the castle. It's just going to be the generic area where you don't have the castle advantage. Search for clans has been improved. Now you can use a filter to tag and find clans with like-minded people. This, I think, is live. I don't really do much with this, so this isn't really anything that is interesting for me, but I'm sure it is for some of you. Clans can now select up to 3 tags, and their profile tags allow you to reflect the main direction of the development of the clan and its game principles. The hero and the soldier. Ooh, I guess as a clan leader, I should probably pay attention to this. Maybe I can delegate this terrain. You can take that for me. The hero and soldiers in the squad have become clickable. The hero and soldiers in the squad have become clickable in all interfaces of preparing a squad for battle. Interesting. So you can click on them and find out the details. I guess I thought that was actually there in a lot of places, but Guess not. Okay. The following kits were reinforced. Miracula, I believe that's supposed to be Darkula, which is nice because that's already a beast and it sounds like they're making it better. Legionnaire, Inventor, and Necromancer. These are ones that nobody was building. Necromancer a little bit, but they weren't very good. I have been seeing people, I get pop-ups on Discord and everything, and people have been going crazy today. And it sounds like there's going to be some really good stuff with Inventor. So we were probably going to start seeing people using these builds because based on this, it sounds like they're going to get stronger and going to be better. And the Inventors, which is one I really want to build, might be something we're going to do. So I was thinking about, like I said yesterday, going up on my Oracle and my Paladin, but potentially some of these might have to go in there and replace them. So I decided not to start crafting any essences. So, well, I'm crafting essences, but I'm not crafting any items yet until I figure out exactly what direction I'm going to go. Plus, if there's something that comes out of this event for specific tools or gear, I might want to use some of that anyway. So I decided not to craft anymore, so we're going to stay where we're at for now. All right, what else do we have? You will find a detailed description. Okay, you'll find a detailed description of each in the game. Maybe that's there now. I haven't looked. We'll go ahead and take a look. Now you can instantly attack the enemy on a global map without scouting his squad. That is nice. I don't know if that's live yet, but usually when you click on somebody, then you have to go and scout, and then if they're in the game, it says, okay, they're in the game, you got to back up, which is a complaint I've had, many people have had. Potentially this will help work around that problem, and it'll be one less click, one less loading screen, make that process quicker. That would be fantastic. A new button is available from the X level of the throne room. New event at the hustle. What? A new button is available from the X level of the throne room. No idea what that means. If I remember, I'll take a look at that. If you guys know, if I forget to talk about it, drop a note in the comments. A new button is available from the, okay, whatever. A new event at Tussle Castle is coming soon. Again, we don't know when that's going to be. Everything is in the game now and ready to go. The iOS update's out. The Android update is out. They had some recent downtimes. There's usually a downtime right before it goes live, so I'm sure whenever we see downtime coming, that's what it's going to be. Quite often updates go live, or events go live on Thursdays, occasionally like Tuesdays after the portal closes. So today is Thursday, so more than likely it's not going to be coming tomorrow. So I'm going to guess early next week. I'm sure there's been a lot of discussions back and forth on when that's going to be, but I have not been following that today because it was too busy of a day. So I don't know what the thoughts are, but go ahead and put a comment down in the video description or in the video below and see what other people have to say about that as well. Our new event at House Castle, you will find the Turtle Way with a huge variety of unique rewards. Oh, that's funny. It's repeating the same thing. The next stage in the development of the hero is to upgrade the ability to challenge. That's funny. It's the same thing. Okay, so that is the details. I'm guessing this is once when you click here on your mail, you got the mail about the event and stuff coming up. I'm sure this will be the information that is going to be there, and that will be live whenever this update's going live, which is also supposed to be soon. It's not there now. I looked right before I did this video and it's not live yet. So, okay, now here we have some information about the events, or not the events, the gear that's going to be coming out. It sounds like this will be a path of, or the way of type event where you have to go in, you got to grind like crazy. You have 3 different paths to go up, and you can get one type of weapon for like a mage, a tank, and a archer. And if you grind like crazy, you can get all of them. Usually at my levels, I cannot get all of them. Maybe if it's all good, maybe I'll go ahead and spend my ridiculous amount of diamonds that I have here and get some of that good stuff. Oops, everybody went quiet. That's fine. Keep them from going more sad. Yeah, so it's one of those events, and like I said before, it's not usually my favorites, but there's quite often some good gear. That's where the dragon egg came from, the last event, and that dragon egg has been a beast. It's been doing a lot of damage to me, and I think a lot of other people have been liking it as well. And there's dragon fire from other ones, so it definitely gets good gear in this type of event. It's just really hard at my level and busyness to be able to get very far. So we'll see how far I get. And I know a lot of people are getting burned down on the events too, which if I remember, I'll talk about in a bit too as well. So, all right, let's go ahead and look at all the gear that we're going to get. So we have the Turtle's Wisdom outfit. On death, imbues the ally with the least health with the power of a turtle. The imbued ally restores health over time, reflects damage of the and reflects damage marker of the damage taken until the battle ends. When that ally is killed, the turtle's power transformed to another ally with least health transfers up to 3 times. Well, that's nice. So basically, whoever's weak is going to start reflecting. They're going to restore health and then start reflecting damage. That's nice. I like that. On death, imbues the ally with, what is this? On death, imbues, this, maybe this is if it's ruined up. On death, imbues the ally with the least health for a power of a turtle. Imbues all restores, ally restores heal over time and reflects damage taken until the battle ends. Also, the duration of the stun, that ally, that's hard to read. The duration of stun that ally is affected by is reduced by when that ally is killed, the turtle's power transfers to another. Okay, so I think this is if it's ruined up. Sounds like you have damage over time until the person dies and it gets transferred. This one you have damage and stun, I believe is what we're reading there. It doesn't read very well, so not positive on that one. And what else we have? We got the turtle's indestructible plate mail. So this was wisdom outfits. That's probably the mage armor. And here's our tank armor. Indestructibility plate armor. When their health is critically low, the plate armor wearer begins to steal health per second nearby enemies. That's good. As long as you gotta steal it quick. If I put it on my tank, I gotta make sure my tank is healing quickly. When their health is critically low, the plate wearer begins to steal health armor per second nearby enemies. What's the difference? It must be longer. Max target physical damage absolute stat modifier. So it's probably a bigger number, I guess. Okay, interesting, and not game changing, I don't think, but all right, now we got the Turtles Guild orbs. That was only, I tried to put these in order, but I guess I didn't, so we'll, whatever. I think we, let me go back here. Oh, I went backwards. You know what? I did it the wrong way. All right, we'll just keep going backwards at this point. All right, so we got the wisdom outfit. I didn't mean to go this way. I did this wrong. I have a different order I was trying to do these in. Let's start over. Okay, here we go. There's the beginning. Now let's go over to this one. Sorry about that. That was very confusing to me and to you as well. We'll get back to the last armor as well, but here's some more information. So we got the Cowabunga pizza. I guess this is what? An orb of some sort. Once in a while, Cowabunga treats allies to pizza. I am a big fan of pizza. I might have to get this one even if it's not any good, just because, you know, I do like pizza. The ally that eats some of the pizza has its health increased. This almost doesn't even sound real. If it was like beginning of April, I would say this is like an April Fool's joke, because none of this sounds real. The ally that eats some of the pizza has its health increased by a modifier. Healing increased to another modifier. The less health ally has, the more regenerating it is. So we have, it sounds like this is a mage item, and it's going to be restore over time, but it's going to be increasing restore over time, being better than the regular restores that you have. Once in a while, Cowabunga treats the ally eats some pizza, is healed over time, has the max health increased, and incoming health healing increased by a certain amount to a certain amount. The less health, the more. So that increases your max health as well. I wonder if that's permanent throughout the fight. It didn't really say. That's nice. That's pretty cool. Turtle Swiftness Bow. I don't know if that's going to be, because right now I have this rune on my what's it called? Angel Wand. Forgot what it's called. But that one's not quite as powerful, but it's still doing me good, so I don't plan on changing that one anytime soon. A Turtle Swiftness Bow. Once in a while curses random enemies, damages certain damage to them, and reduces their incoming healing. This is nice. I like that one. If the cursed enemies have taken a certain amount of damage over time, the bow is upgraded. Each upgrade restores the bow's wielder health by a certain amount and enhances their damage. Well, that's pretty nice. That's a bow that's going to keep getting stronger. And we got a lot of bows in the game, and I already have a lot of them, so do we need this one? I'm not sure, but it sounds like it's going to be really good. As long as the fights go on. For a lot of my fights are pretty short, so I don't know if that would be highly useful or not, but very cool. I did see this one coming across the Discord messages a bunch, so let's go ahead and read this one. Turtle Slyness Dagger. Once in a while, disarms the enemy target for a certain amount of time. When the enemy is disarmed, damage of their crit, dodge, and weapon damage is added to the dagger's respective stats. So they get better. Since I don't really run an assassin, that's not really highly exciting for me, but I'm sure those that run an assassin, that is good for you, so that's cool. Oh, here's the orb. I guess I was wrong on the orb, so Is this the artifact then? Once in a while, Cowabunga treats allies to pizza. Yeah, I guess that's the artifact. Okay, so then this is the bow, this is the tank, and this is the mage. So let's go Turtle's Guild Orb. This should be over here on the top of this page. There we go. Once in a while, ties enemies with a magical bond for a certain amount of time. When that bond is active, the damage that's done taken by any of them is done to the other's ties. So if any of them get stunned, they all get stunned, I guess. While the bond is active, fatal bond damage is relative of the damage and stun taken by any of them is done tied to the others. Okay. That's okay. Once in a while, ties enemies together during that time. Damage is stun taken by any of them. That seems like the same. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about this one. That does not sound all that fantastic. I mean, I would have to take one of my existing... I mean, if I have an 8-man team, 8-person team, and I have 5 mages, maybe one of these could do this, but I'm not sure that one is really all that great. All right, here we go. We got the Turtles Race Gear. This is one that we missed before. Once in a while, when an enemy is killed, strengthens the ally that does the greatest damage, protecting it from fear, increasing the damage, and crit. That's nice. Once in a while, when an enemy is killed, strengthens the ally that does the greatest damage, protecting it from fear, stun, and increasing damage and crit. Increasing the damage and stun, and then if it's ruined up, I guess it's damage and crit. Yeah, okay. Okay, not really feeling that one, but all right. And then Turtle's Wisdom outfit we already read, and then we got the indestructible plate. So there we go. That is the specific information on each of the items that are going to be coming in. Let's go ahead and turn this back on here. So again, it sounds like it'll be one of the path of events, and that is usually one that if you're lower levels, you can grind and get to the top. You know, TR6, TR7, you can grind like crazy and get to the top. For those hardcore grinders, you know, I've heard of a couple who have gotten to the top at TR10, and you know, as it goes up, it gets a little harder 8 and a little bit harder 9, a little bit harder 10 is really hard. Not sure if there's a difference between 10 and 11. I think there is, but don't quote me on that because I'm not positive. And it is hard. You basically need to be going almost all day long to be able to get that item. So the other option, of course, is to spend diamonds. And if the gear is good enough, like I said, then maybe I'll consider doing that. For those of you new to the event, there have been many of these. There's usually the path of the way of the dragon, the way of the unicorn, and there's been a bunch. And there, like I said, there's usually really good stuff that you can get. So it's worth doing this one and grinding. But one of the problems is a lot of people are having burnout going on here. I've been playing this. I just had a question posted on Facebook about, how long have you been playing? And I went and looked. You can find out, by the way, by going to here. You go to your story, go on there's discussions down here at the bottom in the diary, and scroll all the way to the bottom. I did that. Mine was February 8, 2018, I think it was. So I've been playing, 2.3 years playing this game. So I've been playing it for a while for sure. And at the beginning there wasn't many events, and then they started having them occasionally, and now it's been much more frequent. It's a good once a month, at least once a month. And this last event lasted 3 weeks, so that just ended. So now we're right into going ahead and jumping into the next event. And a lot of people were grinding like crazy trying to get all those items, trying to get all the runes, or upgrading their TR and trying to get runes in 2 different levels. And a lot of people are burned out and complaining about another event already, and especially one of these events you have to pay. So I'm not going to get too far on my soapbox here, but the obvious to me anyway is, if you don't, I'm going to go ahead and do this. If you don't want to do it, then don't do it. You should take some time off. You shouldn't do it just because you have to. But then the response is, that's a very common thing that people are saying, and I agree with it. But the common response to that is, you have to stay competitive. You have to play all the events because you're going to miss out. So anyway, not sure what to do, because the events make the game more interesting, and many people complain that the standard part of the game gets boring after a while, just doing the same dailies over and over and over. And I personally disagree, because there's so much to do. I play a lot of games, so I get variety in different ways in different games, and if I'm more interested in one than the other, I'll spend more time there. So that allows me to mix things up a lot and stay interested in the game a lot more that way. and I'm not grinding nearly as hard, even though I'm still grinding with all the games and stuff going on. I'm not grinding nearly as hard, so my burnout's not happening the same way it is for other people. So I get it, but you know, you got both sides of it. You got the more the casual people that are playing, who are the majority, are not playing as much and grinding as much. So they get in there, they get a few of the items, they're happy to get them, and then they move on to the next one. So they like the events because it keeps it interesting. You know, the hardcore people that are grinding like crazy get burned out, and those are also the ones that are probably spending the money too. So there's a balance there that has to happen. You know, it was on one side where it wasn't nearly enough events and things, and now it's on the other side where there's potentially too much. So, you know, hopefully over, you know, the next year or so, there's a little bit more of a balance, and there's, you know, additional types of ways of playing the game. So, you know, there's interesting things to do rather than having to do the events. Me personally, like I said, Djembe I've been doing more of course, and you know, that takes my time. The portal I still like to do, which by the way, I earned 4 legendary items last week and I forgot to use them. I forgot to spend my souls, so all of them were wasted. I haven't done that I've done that many times in the past, but I haven't done it that bad, and losing 4 legendary items, that hurt. That was a painful one. But anyway, there's a portal, plus there's a portal rework coming really soon. You got the dungeon, which I heard I never do, so for me that's still interesting because I never do it. So there's still, for me, a lot of really interesting parts to the game. So all I say to all the people that are getting burned out is, you know, you need to have balance. You know, if you do it so hard and so fast that you don't like it anymore, then you're not going to enjoy the game anymore. So I treat it, you know, that's why I don't get too upset if I, you know, like I missed a rune on the last one, or if I missed some of the items. Like all the way of events, I've missed items before, a lot of them for that matter. You know, there's always going to be something else coming. There's going to be something else better. So it's just a patience level. So if you don't get all the good stuff in one event, you get it again in the next event. And maybe it's an angel wand, which is the big one, but there's still going to be something else that'll be somewhat relevant that you can use to replace it. And, you know, use that for the time being until you get a chance to get the angel wand another way or something like that. So anyway, just, you know, it's still a game. It's still meant to be fun. Enjoy it the way that you enjoy it. Some people enjoy grinding like crazy and having fun with that. Some people enjoy just coming in and popping in occasionally. So, you know, I'm not going to tell you how to play the game, but I would think the goal is to continuously enjoy it. So for me, I'm gonna play when I can play, as I can play, and then if I don't feel like doing it, I don't. And that's what helps keep the interest for me. So that is enough of that. Like I said, I didn't mean to spend too much time on my soapbox there. So that is going to be it for today. I'm going to wrap it up there. Those are the details I got for the event. I'm going to try to get those uploaded tonight, and you know, open up discussions here in the comments and let me know what you guys think of the event, and you know, is it too much, and all the stuff that we talked about here. And as well as, you know, as you can see down here in the ticker, I have my Discord. I have all the stuff down below as well in the description. But we got Twitter, we got Discord, and all that kind of stuff, and there's many discussions going on there as well. So jump on over there. If you haven't already joined, go ahead and join. I haven't asked for subscribers in a while. If you've watched the videos but you haven't subscribed, go ahead and click that subscribe button down here in the corner, or any other number of places where you can do that. And it helps the channel out, helps increase the viewership. So I would appreciate that. And if you find this useful and you like this, go ahead and share it with somebody else that you know. And let's keep building the channel up and getting great content coming forward. So I got some pretty good reviews on how these things look down here in the bottom. Working with some people, changing some things up. So I might have a very different view here in a couple days, and we'll test that one out for a little while and see how it goes. And there seems to be a little lag here in my video with adding some of this. It seems to be taxing my computer a little bit and causing a little bit of slowdown. So I'm trying to continuously work on stuff like that, and still working, you know, as I get time, some other things to improve the quality of each of these videos. So appreciate all the help and direction and suggestions you guys have given, and I'm always open to ideas. So feel free to drop me a comment anywhere you want, either in the comments below in the video, or in Discord, or PM, Facebook, whatever it is. So people have been reaching out to me in all those locations. So, and I will get back to you when I'm able to. So thank you everybody for tuning in and for watching. Good luck for you, the event for you when it gets started. I'll be sure to cover it when it does. So until the next time, this is QC Runner for QC Runner Games, and I will talk to you later. See ya.